All right. So variation, and this is inversely proportional. So since it's inversely proportional, we have to start off with y equals k over x, but it's not x, it's x cubed, correct? Yeah? So this is all detail work, and really the details in this, if you don't do a good job in your homework, you're going to mess it up on the quiz, and because you're going to forget. So we start off with that, and then we plug in what we know. So we have 80 is what y equals, right? And x equals 4. But it's 4 cubed, so that's 64, right? Yeah. Oh man, what's 64 times 80? 64 times 80? Oh, not 81. 64 times 80? 5120. So k equals 5120. Now here's the part everybody misses. And if you skip this, you're going to get it wrong. Like, I've been teaching this for a while. I'm telling you. If you don't do this, you're going to mess something up. And the reason this is important is because this is the proportion. This is how they're related. Right there. That's what you use to answer all of the questions. Natalie, does that make sense? Yeah? Parth, you doing okay with this, Parth? Okay, Parth, now check it out, buddy. We have to figure out what x is when y is 24. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 24 and plug it in right there, right? So 24 equals 5120 over x cubed. Now to figure out what x is, we have to solve for x. Yes, Anna? And Anna, it's tricky for two reasons. Number one, it's cubed. Number two, it's in the denominator. How do we get it out of the denominator? Multiply both sides by x cubed, right? At the same time, can we also divide both sides by 24? Because we got to get rid of that 24, right? So I'm going to just go ahead and do that all at once. Whoa, that's some fancy math right there, because now I'm just left with x cubed equals 5120 divided by 24. I wonder if that can be reduced. Let's see, divide. Nope. It's a repeating decimal. So I'm not going to, it can be reduced, but it can't, it's not like, it's not a whole number. It's not an integer. Well, no, if it was something, if it was like, if the answer was 91 or something, I would just write 91. Do you see what I mean? I'm not done. I haven't solved for x yet. I was just seeing if I could simplify this number. Did you see what I mean? Does 8 go into 5120? Whoa, 640. Why do you think I asked about 8? Yeah, 8 goes into this. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and reduce it by 8. So this is going to be, this number right here is going to be x cubed. And we're not done. I know we're not done, but 640 divided by 3. Now I know 3 doesn't go into 640 because 6 plus 4 is 10. 3 doesn't go into 10, so. Yeah, Parth? So now to finish this, we got to take the cube root. So x equals, drum roll, 640. So that's the exact answer, yes. But since we're using a calculator, let's go ahead and get our approximate answer. Ready? Do you know how to put that in a calculator and figure out what it is? I'll show you. Watch. Watch out. Watch out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn how to plug that number right there into this calculator. And the tricky part's cube root. There's no cube root on here. Do you see? I got two ways I can do it. I can do it with this thing right here. See, can you guys see there's an x above the little radical symbol? So you could actually cube root, you would do 3, and then second, and then that weird one right there. And then your number, which was 640 divided by 3. So 640, and I have to use parentheses because I have to do the order of operations. So 640 divided by 3 like that right there, right? Equals. Yeah, but, you know, 5.97. 5.98 to 3 places, right?
So we can leave it either way.
Well, yes, it doesn't give us any instructions on how to do it.
So
Sometimes, just listen, sometimes it'll say do it as a decimal to 3 significant figures. Sometimes it'll say leave it, simplified in this form. But Pierre, Parth, I'm not very confident that I used the calculator right. How can I check? What can I do to see if I'm really using the calculator right? Yeah, what do you think?
You put it to the power of 1/3.
Ooh, I could maybe I got the same answer by using 1/3. That's true. Huh. But that would just means that I maybe used it wrong the same way but in 2 different ways. How could I check if this really works? If this is really cube root? Yeah. Oh, that would check if I got it right. That's true. I could check if this is a good solution. Yeah. I could cube it and see if I get that back. That's true too. But there's an even easier way. Try a number you know the answer to. What's a cube root you know the answer of? 8. What's the cube root of 8? 2. So let's see if this works. Let's see if the cube root of 8 is 2. So I'm going to do the 3 again, and then I'm going to do, right? Cube root, 8. Drum roll. Let's see if we got it right, it's 2, right? I'm nervous. I don't want to hit equals because what if it's wrong? Now there was another way. Rag said we could do 8 to the 1/3 power, right? So here's what he's saying. He said we could do 1/3 power. How do I do 1/3 power on the calculator?
You do the carry, then
That.
parentheses, 1 divided.
Correct. And you have to use the parentheses. So parentheses, hate my life. Tristan's like, I hate your life too, Mr. Brown. Wow, Tristan, all I've ever tried to do is help you. For you to think that's really rude.
It's funny how they never deny it.
I know. You never denied it. 2.
I always do.
It works both ways. So you could do this with the caret also, you get the same answer. But that is right. We just picked 8 because we know the answer for 8. We were seeing, Diego, we weren't actually seeing if this answer was right. We were seeing if we were just using the calculator right. Yeah. Because sometimes you end up taking a test, they provide you a calculator, and you maybe never used it before and you don't know how. So sometimes you actually have to figure out how to learn, you have to learn how to use the technology that they give you to use to answer the question. So you have to do that separately. So we just pick answers we know the answer to, or questions we know the answer to, and then done. Okay. Juliana, we're good? Do you have other questions? Okay. You sure? Okay. You sure you're sure? Okay. Tristan, you good over there, Tristan?